Hello, welcome to the sleep clinic. I'm Ray. It's nice to meet you. So, your doctor referred you here to me because you were having some trouble sleeping, is that correct? Gotcha. Okay. I understand. Well, it's really important. Sleep is very important, so I'm really glad you were referred here, and I hope we'll be able to help you. So, how this will work is I'm going to ask you some questions, and we'll talk about sleep and your sleep patterns and things like that. And then once I have the questions done and we've talked through it, I'll have an assortment of different sounds that we can test and you can listen to, and you can just tell me how they affect you, if you find them pleasant and if they make you feel sleepy or relaxed. So that's what we'll do, and then hopefully we can make this a regular thing. Do a few more sessions to try out lots of different sounds that might help relax you. So, does that sound all right? Perfect. Okay. So, I do have your personal information, but I'll just verify your name. Okay. And your date of birth. Okay. Perfect. And then who is your primary physician? Okay. Perfect. Okay. So just on to some questions about your sleep. How many hours on average, and you can give me a range, do you get of sleep per night? How many mornings per week would you say you wake up feeling rested? Do you dream? And if so, how often? Do you ever have nightmares? Do you suffer from nightmares? Occasionally. Okay. When you do have trouble sleeping, could you describe this trouble? So, are you staying up late working? Are you staying up late for other reasons? Do you find yourself waking up often in the night? Or do you wake up too early in the morning and have trouble falling back asleep? Or a combination? Where would you say your trouble lies? Okay. So falling asleep and staying asleep. Okay. Do you have any diagnosed anxiety, depression, or insomnia? Okay. Depression. Okay. Just give me a average or a range. How late did you eat dinner? Yeah, so for your sleep and for your digestion, it is good to not eat right before bed, especially things with a lot of sugar. Sugar can keep you up, as I'm sure you know. And to be able to digest, you want to give yourself a good 2 to 3 hours before laying down. Yeah. Okay. How many hours during the day would you say you spend looking at screens, like technology? Okay. So you do office work. And how late do you spend time on screens before bed? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the general recommended number, obviously, so screens can affect your ability to sleep. Basically, one aspect of it, it's not this straightforward, but one aspect is that the blue light kind of tricks your eyes into thinking it's daytime, and so your circadian rhythm is off. You're not you're not feeling sleepy at the right times. And so the recommended number is going to sleep, or rather, putting away your technology, not looking at screens, for an hour before bed. Yeah. Okay. So something you can do is set your alarms and things. And if you listen to things before bed, you can even set that up. Have your headphones ready so that you can just put it away and not look at the screens right before bed. Okay. Do you drink alcohol or do drugs before bedtime? Okay. A glass of wine. Okay, yeah. So the other thing is that alcohol can make you feel sleepy and tired, but it can affect your quality of sleep as well. So you might be having more nightmares or dreams, or not feeling as rested when you wake up. So that's another aspect to consider. Yeah. And if it is just to feel sleepy, there are alternatives that you can use to feel sleepy. Yeah. And we'll be testing some of those sounds today, so yeah. Okay. Could you just describe your sleep environment, such as light, sounds? Do you live in a busy area? The temperature, things like that. Just whatever you feel is important. Okay. Yeah, cold air is generally better. Okay. Then do you listen to anything to go to sleep? Some people listen to relaxing music, rain sounds, white noise, ASMR. Okay, so you do listen to ASMR. Okay. So you should be used to this sort of process by now. Okay. And then lastly, do you take any sort of medications or supplements that might affect your sleep? Or really any before bed? Okay. Okay, yeah. So that could be a factor as well. Okay. Well, you did really great. Thank you so much for answering those questions for me. Let me just put that aside and we can get on to the sound triggers. So, we will start with this brush. It's just a simple hairbrush, so I'm going to start by tapping it. So doing some light tapping, and then we're going to touch the bristles a little bit, okay? So, here we go. Now I'm going to touch the bristles. So, how was that one for you? Okay. Yeah, there will be more tapping, so worry not. Worry not. Okay. Next I have typing, so I'll just show you the keyboard before I start. So I have a keyboard right here. So I'll just be typing right here. Yeah, please feel free to close your eyes, sit back, do whatever you need. This is for you to relax and enjoy the sounds, and hopefully it'll help you relax and know what sounds you like. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so how was that one for you? Yeah, so I have a theory that people like the sound of typing and tapping because it reminds them of the rain. And the rain has always been a time where we are supposed to take shelter, relax, and kind of slows our heart. So, yeah. So speaking of that, yeah, no, wrote a whole email. Just kidding. Okay, so speaking of that, I'll be doing some more tapping. Now I have this beautiful wooden box. I'm going to be tapping for you right now. So it's painted. So that's the wooden box. Yeah, it's really nice. Deep sound like a wooden drum. So next I have, I don't know if this is considered unconventional, but I use this in my kitchen. A sponge. It's called a Scrub Daddy. Actually, this one's called Scrub Mommy. The brand is Scrub Daddy, but the Scrub Mommy has two sides. But I like this nice scratchy texture. So, um, that one is very satisfying to touch as well. So next up, how did you feel about that one? Okay. Well, you can always just use it in your kitchen to scrub your pans. Okay, next I have a fan favorite. I say fan favorite. There's a lot of clients who come in who enjoy this one. It's a brush, so I'll just be brushing your ears. I have two types of brushes, so I'm going to start with this uber soft one. Brush your face here. I know, it's kind of relaxing. And now I'll do it with this small paintbrush. So that was this little brush. Do you have a preference for which brush you liked more? Did you like the brushing? Okay, so the first brush. Totally, I could see that. Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So we're gonna move on. Next, we only have 3 more triggers to cover. They all have to do with books. So, first, I'm gonna tap a hardcover book. And I have this beautiful book right here. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. So that is the hardcover tapping. So how did you feel about that one? Great. That's great. So next I have a softcover book to tap. The Island of Sea Women. The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C. How did you feel about that one? Yeah, I did some with my nails and some with the pads of my fingers. The last trigger I have for you is a book-related trigger as well, and that's page turning. So I'll be turning the very satisfying pages of this book. So there you go. That was page turning. So how did you feel about that one? Okay. How are you feeling overall? Are you feeling sleepy? Are you feeling sleepy, relaxed? That's wonderful to hear. That's wonderful. Okay. Well, please let me know which one was your favorite. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. I think I'm very sleepy now from doing all those. You were my last client of the day, so I might go eat a banana and take a nap. But it was lovely to see you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again and trying some other triggers and sounds. Okay. Will you rest well?